Alright, what's up guys? We're back again with another Dark Souls build here, another Elden Ring build. We're using the Cold Lance, the Freeze Needle, the Scepter if people try to run, but mostly we'll just be focusing on the Lance and the Cold Needle because they work really well together.
Hey.
So let's do this. This guy. Ooh, he caught me. Can't believe that caught. And we got him. Kind of hard to talk and play at the same time, but the Cold Lance is super strong in this game. It's really fun. It provides a unique way to play the game. We run it with Quick Step because you get this crouching attack off of the Quick Step, and Bloodhound Step seems to push you a little bit too far away for the the crouching attack to land. So I much prefer to use Quick Step with this weapon specifically. As far as the talismans go, we got Axe Talisman for the charge damage, Jar, Entry, and then a Dragon Crest. We're just trying to be as bulky as possible with this weapon. We really don't want to be caught getting hit with a lot of damage. The offhand is the Cold Needle because the Cold Needle has good synergy with the weapon. If somebody's coming in very aggressively and they have low HP, you can Cold Needle them down. And then also, if you swap over to the main hand with the Cold Needle, you do the heavy attack, it actually shoots a projectile that doesn't cost any MP, which is another really good benefit of this build, is you get a decent projectile that can't hit the goat here, but we're trying. Get back here. But when you do land this, it does a surprising amount of poise damage, which again is just another benefit of running the Cold Needle over a other thrusting sword here. And then the gear is kind of generic. I kind of just threw on whatever. You can probably optimize this a little bit more if you tried. Like right there, we're at 61. Yeah. So you could optimize it a bit, but I just think it looks silly, so I'm not really a fan of that, so I'd much rather just run it like this. Something like this. And you can put a shield on this, you're just going to have to reduce the equipment load a little bit, of course. We are fat rolling, we're not fat rolling, we're mid rolling. Yeah, we'll try to get some more people in here. And then of course we have a bunch of spells up here. Just as backups, we don't really focus on the spells for this build. They're mostly just to catch people running back or to pressure them to come in. So if somebody's playing backup a lot, and they're like running away a bunch, you can always just Stars of Ruin, which usually does the trick and gets them to come in. You also have the Guardian Slicer, another really strong spell that just helps. Excuse me. Helps deal with people when they're coming in, if they get too close or if they're being aggressive. The magma spells are mostly just to push people away from you. If you need to generate space, you can magma shot the ground right in front of you. And this provides a little bit of stun damage, a little bit of AoE damage, and it can protect you from people who are trying to roll in. Collapsing Star is, again, just another thing to catch people running away. And same thing with Swift Glint Shard. It's another tool to just catch people running away. The Alder's Moonblade isn't great. I don't know why I have it. It's not a good PvP weapon, or a PvP spell. It just kind of sucks, to be honest. But, no, this build is really strong. It's really fun. I don't usually play magic builds because I don't like managing all the slots. But this thing is just so fun. The charging running attack catches people because you do travel pretty far and it hits multiple times as you're traveling towards them. So if they roll too early, they'll get hit by the last hit. If they roll too late, they'll get hit by the first hit. And you're doing decent build-up on the Frost, which is something you always want to be doing. You really want to constantly be applying some kind of status effect to the enemy in PvP specifically, because the build-up just is another form of pressure that you can use to, keep people on their toes or stun them whenever they do get caught by it. If they try to roll out of it, it'll stun lock them, and then you can usually get some kind of follow-up. Generally, you really want to just be being very aggressive with this weapon, and then once you get in with your charge, once you charge in, you can usually quick step and then catch them on a roll with the crouching attack, the crouching light. The crouching heavy on this thing is garbage. It is not good. It doesn't even exist apparently. It's just the regular charge attack. Yeah, and then the needle's super fun. I love the needle. The Frost Needle is one of my favorite weapons in the game because it gives you a free projectile, and managing all your bars is plenty hard, so just having a way to do some kind of range damage that doesn't cost anything is just a huge benefit of this weapon. As you can see there, it doesn't do great damage, but it gets the job done. You can also run this with the Bull Talisman instead of the charge attack one, because you're not really going to catch people with this charge attack too often. I have it on there just for the memes, just to get a little bit of extra damage, but it is an option. If you tend to be more brawly with the characters that you play, you can definitely just run. Where is it? Where is it? I passed it up. I know I did. You can run the Bull Goat Talisman to boost up your poise a bit. I don't remember the breakpoints, so don't ask me. But yeah, on this character, this is where my Alexander shard is. This is a different character. So I'm going to have to trade that back to the bleed build at some point, but for now, we're just going to play it on here. And then we have all our talismans here, which is great because I really miss having all these. I also changed this out for the HP one. That actually looks like it gives you quite a bit. And not as much as I thought. Yeah, it's an extra 200. It's not the worst. But now I'll usually run the charge or maybe the spell or the poise. But for now, we are using the charge talisman. Again, I'm not 100% sure how beneficial this is to the build, but it is what it is. Alright, looks like we got another guy coming in here. Hopefully we can do well. I've been doing really well with this character offline, or off recording, I guess. It hits pretty hard, not the most hard-hitting build in the game, but definitely does the job. We got a friend. Come on. Let's do this. I don't buff. So we're just gonna... Yeah, and you can't really outpoke it because it's slightly faster than other, lances, other thrusty weapons. Like this one, the Bolt of Ginsax or whatever. That's what he was using. I find the Great Spears to just be a little bit better. What am I saying? Great Spears. Yeah, Great Spear. It is a Great Spear. I find the Great Spears to be a little bit better. And as you see there, you can just kind of wait it out, get a couple hits in there, and once that Frost procs, they're going to be having reduced stamina gain, so you're going to have an advantage on all the stamina. And then just manage it, quick step out of the way of whatever they're doing, and then try to catch them with the slicey slice. And it works well. It's a very strong build. Um, not the greatest. It's kind of memey, you know. It looks silly, but I really enjoy it. I love this Santa Claus helmet too. I like running around as Santa. It makes me feel powerful. Am I a man or a woman? I'm a woman. Oh no. I haven't played this character in a while, so. Hey, there we are. But yeah, you can actually run some of these other helmets. You're just going to have to adjust the build a bit. If you want to get a little bit of extra damage on the weapon, you can run this one. This is going to give you more damage because it's going to boost your strength by a little bit more. You're going to have to adjust the equipment load, but I like the Santa Claus helmet because this one's going to give you intelligence and endurance, which is what I need to keep all my heavy gear on here. And the poise is pretty high. Again, you can boost the poise, you can take this off, and then change up the talismans as needed. We're not running Renegons, which is another benefit of this build. If you don't run Renegons, you do have a significant advantage on damage reduction compared to people who do. A lot of people like to run it because of all the stat boost it gives you, and it does kind of pay for itself. But for this build, these talismans are pretty tight, so I really don't want to run things outside of these, besides maybe the Bolt Talisman. You can also run Wings of Insignia, because that'll also give you a little bit of extra damage if you catch them with a full charge. So each hit on the charge will actually do more damage. So that's another one you can run. We'll actually leave that on for the next fight, just to see how it pans out. But no, the Great Spear, the Lance, the Cold Lance is incredibly fun. The amount of distance you can cover with one charge attack is just amazing. And then you also get the benefit of Quick Step, which kind of negates the negative of this weapon having a long recovery, because you can get out of the way really, really fast because you have Quick Step. So let's see if we can get more people in here. I've been doing pretty good with these fights. I've been having this one guy who comes in who just can't seem to, like, I don't understand when people come in and they just have like 10 healing potions and they also are terrible at the game. And in those situations, I just pull out Stars of Ruin and just like let that take care of them. We'll see if we can get somebody in here soon. Now I'm going to have to reapply. No, I'm just going to reapply now. Some people will sit there and just spam the tongue, but I don't like doing that. I don't know if that actually has any benefit. And this character is slightly lower level than my other character. This one's at 163, so technically I'm still within the normal PvP range on this character. I forgot that guy was there. I can't believe I haven't killed him yet on this character. That's so weird. Uh, if you didn't know, there's an invisible scarab that just goes in a circle right here, and if you kill him, you get Earth Shatter, which is a decent skill. It's not bad, you know. But yeah, I completely forgot that he was there. I didn't even realize I didn't kill him on this character, because I mean, this character's actually got more hours on it than my other character. I might be on New Game Plus. I can't remember. I'm like Joe Biden. Ow. There we go. Hey, we got the pumpkin head. Nice. But yeah, I've always liked these battle mage builds. You know, the ones that are magic adjacent. You know, I find these builds to be a lot more entertaining to play with. But yeah, the FP cost on these moves are super low. You can add, unfortunately, you can't change this one for Frozen Needle, so it's just going to be the thrust. But that also goes through shields with 100% damage. So if you do get one of those builds where it's just somebody with like a poison stinger or something behind the great shield, you can just use that, and 9 times out of 10, they're so overconfident that their shield's going to block, they don't even try to dodge on at least the first one, so you can just catch them. Which again is just great. You know, it's a great setup. It has a lot of coverage. All right, let's see. Let's see.
Hey.
My friend. Let's see if he's going to buff or something. I'll give him a chance. Yep. Okay. That's unfortunate. Dude came into an invade and then went to the bathroom and forgot he was here. That's unfortunate, man. I want to just show off this weapon against more people. But for some reason, I tried going to the college here, and even though I'm a lower level and I'm within the PvP range, and I can see the bloodstains on the ground, which means that people at my level are here. I can't seem to get any of the red signs to appear on the ground. Actually, I might have a multiplayer code in. I don't. So I don't know why I can't see the signs on the ground here anymore. It was like very consistent. I'm very likely just doing something wrong, but I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, you know? So we'll go back to the highway. If we're not going to get somebody, we're going to try to invade and see if that works. So we're going to go over here. Take off hello. Hello. And we'll replace that with our bloody finger. Nope. Can't get an invasion that way. We'll just try to lure him in. If not, we'll go to Aggie Lake North. Uh, try there, because usually you get a little bit of better luck there. Yeah, we'll try that. This, yeah, coming back to this game, it's super fun. Like I enjoy a lot of the builds in this game. I was running a strength build for a while, but I don't enjoy strength builds. I guess they're very slow. They don't really do much. They all kind of center around the same game plan of doing jump attacks, and I don't find that super fun. I much rather have like something like this to rush down people. And the consistency of which you can rush down people with this weapon is crazy. Like, look how early I started that attack, and it's still connected. You could start your attack here, still connects. It has so much range. Oh yeah, I'm definitely on New Game Plus with this character. So we're going to cancel the invasion. Ran into a network error. That must have been what was the hiccup earlier. We must have ran into a network error, but it didn't register. Now it's registering. I don't know. Yeah, I actually don't like doing the near and far invasions anymore. I thought it was cool when they first added it, but it just enables so much more degeneracy. Like, because now it's like, oh, the group of 3 people don't even have to be in an open area. They can just be wherever they want to be.
You? Yeah, you there. Stop pretending you can't see me. not that ugly, am I? What'd you go? Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into... You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bok. I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really. Oh, when they threw me out of the ken, so this is all I have. I hope he...
Thanks, Bryn. I like Bach. I'm not gonna let him die this playthrough. He's such a sweet boy, you know. So because I'm on New Game Plus, I wonder how many bosses I've actually killed. It doesn't look like I've even made it very far. It's always interesting to come back to a game after you've been gone for a really long time and just trying to figure out what the heck you were doing. You know? I am not having any luck with PvP right now. So I'm gonna have to edit this down, hopefully. Hopefully not, you know. But I'll continue to try to fill the dead air and talk it out. We'll do some PvE while we wait. Ah. Ah. Oh, looks like we got somebody. That's nice. Let's figure out where they are. Friend, where are you? Come to me, clouds. I hope he didn't get the bad spawn. It's always super unfortunate whenever they get the really far spawn. Like, I feel bad. Like, I like to try to close the gap for them, you know? Because, like, it just sucks having to run all the way over here when you get the bad spawn. Let's wait here, see if he's coming from that way or this way. Can't really tell. Maybe if instead of just having them be completely not seeable on the map, maybe like for the first like 10 seconds or something, they're like pinged on the map so that you at least know a general direction to go in. As that is one of the issues with this map, specifically this area of the game, is sometimes they get really bad spawns, and it is what it is. So he's probably coming from that direction, but he might also just be hanging out. Tough to say, tough to say. And some people don't even know that you can see where the host is on the radar here, the compass. So sometimes, oh, yep, he did get the bad spawn. Poor guy. You came all this way to die.
Hey. Hey.
Alright, let's see. What you gonna do? We're gonna come in. Get thrust. And that's it. Nice roll catch. GG's. And as you can see, you can quick step out of quite a lot of things. So it does provide a little bit more of a buffer for this build. And high poise means that you're going to be able to tank at least one hit without getting too staggered. unless they catch you with one of the meta moves, like the that little flame skill thing that everybody seems to be using. That's a really good skill. Um, it's super strong, uh, but not good enough here. We did get the win there. Pretty quick one. It's always nice when you can keep enough pressure that they can't heal, or you run into somebody that doesn't want to heal. But as you saw, we did get the proc for the damage buff from getting multiple hits. So this buff can be achieved pretty easily. And once you have it, this weapon does deal a sizable amount of damage. It's at 677. But you got to remember we're also getting the frost buildup, and you get a multi-hit charge that can hit people from a mile away. So another quick one here. Another guy coming in. Let's hope he's good. I always like it when somebody beats me and they're just legitimately good. Like it doesn't feel as bad as to losing to somebody who just kind of like runs a one-shot build or something. Like when you get outplayed in this game, um, for me at least, it's not the end of the world. It's actually a pleasant experience. I hope he didn't get the bad spawn as well. Maybe I'm just cursed. But we'll see, we'll see. Take a swig of the monster while we wait. But at least he's in the world, you know. We're having much better luck here in finding people than we were at the highway junction. Also here you can collect some of the end flowers in order to continue to build up the resources you need to generate your tiers. Or what's it called? Your remedies. But I don't know where this guy is. I gotta just hope he'll like crest the hill over there or something. Yeah, I've done some testing with this weapon. If your opponent is running Bloodhound Step, you'll actually catch them. You'll clip them at the end of it with the big thrust at the very end, which has like a crazy amount of stagger damage. So unless they're the thickest boys on the planet, it will stop them, which is also another benefit of running this weapon. But the lance is just super fun. You can run it with any build. The stats on it, the requirements are only 20 strength and 14 dex, which are very easily achievable with most builds. Like even a dexterity build could be running 20 strength, you know. And you can customize weapons so much in this game compared to older Souls titles that you can fit anything into any build as long as you meet the minimum stat requirements. But yeah, this is another weapon I would highly recommend, is the lance for PvPing. This weapon is not great for PvE. It's not terrible, but you know there are definitely better options for PvE. But for PvP, it is a fun weapon that provides a unique playstyle where you're not just spamming jump attacks or praying your opponent makes a mistake. You know, you can apply really good pressure with it. Where is this guy? I assumed he was going to come up this way. Oh, there he is. Come on. Come on. There we go. So we got him. We're gonna wait till he tries to Millennia me. Hit him with the Frost Needle. try to heal it. Okay. Alright. Let's see if he's going to Melania again. He tried. He really did. He wasn't very good, though. That's why I didn't heal. I didn't feel like I needed it. It wasn't like... He wasn't even running any armor. He was just memeing with Melania. I gotta plug in the headset, so forgive me for any interruption in the noise. Alright, we're 2 for 2. Well, actually, we're 3 for 3. I think we did a fight at the other area, too. And, yeah, as you can see, this weapon just, like, it claps cheeks. It really does. I'm surprised he was able to dodge Stars of Ruin. I guess they nerfed it since the last time I used it, because it used to be that you couldn't dodge this thing by just rolling sideways.
Hey.
Do your thing, buddy.
Hey.
This is a magic user, looks like. Alright, here we go. Alright. Now we are going to heal. Apply more pressure here. Try to free aim this one. Get him up. And he's going to run. That's fine. He can heal up all he wants. He's not beating me. It'd be like that. We'll just catch him a bit here. And with these bugs, you can literally just run them back, and they can't reach you. Let's see. Try to... Got him. Back up, move it up. Alright. It is what it is. Well, I feel like that guy was cheating. I don't know how he had so much mana. He never used a mana pot. But it is what it is, you know. Sometimes that's just how it be. They get 4 entry heals and 19 cast of all their spells without using a single drop of mana. Some people just can't play the game fairly. And, you know, it's fine. Yeah, it was weird. I guess you can just have infinite mana as a cheat. Because, yeah, he somehow had infinite mana, it seemed. He never used his Estus once. But, you know, it is what it is. Little horsey man here. Horse seaman. Hey, we got the armor. Now I think I'm going to take off that spell. Because it doesn't seem to be as good as it used to be. This one. We'll take that out. We'll swap it out for the slightly weaker one. We'll also take off the mist. And we'll put on... I don't know. Not exactly would be a good backup spell. The rocks are actually pretty funny. I do like the rocks. Everybody seems to be using this thing. Maybe I'll throw that on. Did it get buffed or something? I don't know. Doesn't seem to be very good. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everybody's just smarter than me. Let's see how Star Shower works out, if it's better. Because it really feels like Stars of Ruin just doesn't do as much damage as it used to. And it's not as accurate as it used to be. Because I swear, when I first started playing this game, you could not avoid getting hit by that thing. Now it's like everybody's just rolling out of the way of it. Like, even the bad players. Even, like, the worst players are, like, dodging it pretty easily. It's just so strange to me. Yeah, Mr. Infinite FP. Yeah, he 100% was cheating because he did this stupid fucking blood right thing like 3 times. And again, he just never fucking used a flask, man. I hate that shit, man. I really do. Like, it's not even that it's not even a competitive game. There's zero things competitive about this game, so I don't understand why people have the need or the urge to just cheat, you know? Just very blatantly give themselves infinite mana. And I know that there's a flask that can give you infinite mana temporarily, but that's not what was happening there. He was just spamming out all of his skills, and they just never ran out of mana. All right, same guy. So we're gonna watch him again. I'm actually gonna buff this time. Probably drink the flask. Get in the flask, because I don't trust this dude. I think I'm gonna change location after this. And here he goes again. Yeah, how does he just keep having stamina? Like, what is he doing? Like, how does he just have infinite mana? And you see he's not using his potion. So like, where is he getting all this mana? Like, how do people have so much FP on their character? There's just no way. Like, he can somehow mid-roll wearing full bull armor while also having enough FP to cast the Blood Right, plus all the little spells, plus his other attacks. Like, there's no way, dude. There's just simply no way. And like, I'm glad it was the same guy that came back, so I could confirm that that's what was happening. Because like, yeah, there's no way. There's absolutely no way you can cast all those skills and be able to wear the bull armor with a mid roll and be able to do the damage he was doing. You know, it's just not possible. Like, the game does not allow that level of, you know, versatility in a character. The game gives you a lot of options. Believe me, like, you can do a lot of things in this game, but you definitely can't be doing that much damage with the smallest spell while wearing the heaviest armor, while still getting a bleed damage build, while also having infinite FP. Like, that's very clearly a character that's just been cheating. And, like, it sounds like I'm salty, and it's because I am. Like, again, it's not a competitive game. There's no reason to go out of your way to cheat the system. You know, it's not even that, it's not that big of a deal. You don't need all those cheats in order to play the game. I really should just keep it on the needle, I think. Ah, get out of here. Because every time I think I am swapping to the staff, I'm actually pulling out the needle, and it's slowing me down a bit. So hopefully this just alleviates that issue for me. Horsey man, horsey man. Can you imagine getting stabbed up to the shaft, up to the handguard of a lance? Oh god, that is a lot of pullage to be taking in the abdomen. Yeah, but like now it's like, I know there's a cheater over there, so I don't want to PvP over there. Oh, I did it again. But this area is just kind of dead. I might just end the video here. Yeah. But yeah, as you can see, this is a very strong build. It does very well in PvP. You can get away with a lot of stuff. That last guy, dude, I was just so certain he was going to run out of FP at some point. And like, his entry heals were just not going to be able to sustain him forever. But fuck me, apparently you can just have infinite FP. But yeah, I'm gonna go over the build one more time towards the end here. We do run the Cold Lance, we run the Frozen Needle, the Scepter here, Radagons, Tree Sentry, Christmas Santa Claus, Winged Insignia, Great Jar, Entry's Favor, and the Dragon Crest Talisman, so that we have a very bulky build that can take a lot of abuse. Stat-wise, the only important stats here are Intelligence and Vigor. Other than that, I'm running 30-30 on Strength and Dex so that I can run more weapons with this character. Mind at 24 and Endurance at 22. And we don't care about Arcane because we're not really focused on the Frost build-up. It's just a nice benefit. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Give the Lance a try. It's a great weapon. A lot of fun. Not great for PvE, but, you know, it's still a great weapon. Anyway, have a good day. Be safe.